Captain Sky asked Captain Red, would you help me go up the crow's nest? We happen to be near where my home is, where I came from. That I remember. I may not know or have decided on my name, but I know where I came from, and we are near there, and I wanna see, and I need your help to help me go up on the crow's nest, because the poison of the spider has still not left the body of Captain Sky completely. You will still see it on his face. The sketch, like a sketch of a dead tree. And on his throat here, you'll still see. So, in Captain Red, even though he didn't agree with his words, he showed his desire to help his friend through the arms. They went to the crow's nest together. And how beautiful it was up there. How beautiful it was. They can see the planets better. They can see the stars being born and the stars dying, which sometimes look kind of the same. So it's never really sure whether they're dying or are they being born. All the two captains saw was there is so much light each time. And then as the ship moved, they started to see the rings of Saturn. Captain Sky said, "That's where I'm from," and pointed to Saturn. That's where I'm from. Before I got the assignment to go to the Earth. That I remember, and that I have seen some papers. They just sat there because it's not often that someone talks about their home. So they just sat together. Because when you speak about home, you also uproot some things that maybe you cannot reach anymore. So sometimes when a friend talks about their home, all you can do is sit or listen, because it's something that doesn't happen often. So they just sat there. They leaned on the wood. They were watching Saturn and the moons and the stars that are nearby as well. And Captain Sky said to Captain Red, that destination that you were speaking about when I was sick, you already know how it feels like to be there. And of course, Captain Red, with the absent look on his face, is just staring. He didn't even look. Staring far out. He didn't even look at his friend. But he was listening. And Captain Sky knows this, that even though he's not looking, he's listening. It's his way of processing what's being said to him. So Captain Sky continued talking and said, "Remember that story your kind mother told you about when you were 2? When you did something that you loved, like you really loved. You did something that you really loved when you're amongst other humans. And they responded to you with love. And you felt this joy that somehow remained in your memory even before your brain has truly formed properly to store memories. The joy remained even though the story faded away, and you needed your mother to remind you that this has happened in your life before the other things that buried it." And maybe that influenced the idea that you have to have a destination. Also because that's how a lot of things on earth operate. There always has to be a concrete point or destination, or where something has to stop it and be final, perhaps. Captain Red tried to remember. He really didn't have any memory of this, but he can picture it, and he trusts his mother, so he knows that it is true. The feeling that he think he will only feel if he reaches this destination that he drew on his map before the new captain took over. The feeling that he thought that would only be in that destination, exclusive only to that destination, he already felt when he was 2 years old, when he learned how to walk, when the ship first got trusted to him. And that feeling came from when he did what he loved, what his body and his mind and his heart was made to do, and the people around him responded to him with love, and he saw the joy that he can bring to the people around him if he did it again. He was looking again on Saturn. Captain Sky was doing the same. They were just admiring Saturn. And how nice it must be to take the ship there. But both of them knew that it was not yet time, so they just admired it from afar, the rings and all this. Captain Red looked down on the ideas. Captain Sky did the same. They looked down on the ideas and viewed how each of them are busy with doing the same things. Others doing different things than the others. Others trying to speak with the waves of the ocean. And they're all doing all sorts of things. And then Captain Red asked, "Do you sometimes wonder why the ideas are here? Like, why are they on this ship? We've passed some ships, and sometimes there are ships that has only one idea that's knitting something, and sometimes there are even ideas that are not interacting with the stars and the oceans. And the ship is just there, also having this journey. And they don't have this much going on inside, and they are okay. They are okay. Why do you think that these ideas are here? Why?" And then Captain Sky said, "Well, I'm also not sure, really, to be honest with you. I'm not sure why they're here. I don't know. Did they get lured by the sails, by how the fluffy the sails are? Or did they get attracted by the colors of the ship and how it shines sometimes? I'm not sure," Captain Sky said. Then Captain Red said to him, "Is it because we can fly? Did they get attracted by the fact that we know how to fly?" "I'm not sure," Captain Sky said, but that's a possibility.